Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know what I'm now. Right, okay. So went to car boot today. Kind of overpaid on a couple of games, which I did not realise I'd done until I actually fucking checked them. And I'll show you the games which they were. Guy wanted £5 each for these. He had more, but every PSP game he wanted £5 for. So I thought, well, Ratchet must be worth more than £5, and Dexter has got to be worth more than £5. So I picked these two. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, it's on the shelf above the letterbox. Right, sorry about that. That's my neighbour. Postman delivered something, but they didn't answer the door, so I brought it in for them. Right, so yeah, I thought these were like £5 each. Well, they were £5 each, but I thought they would be worth more than £5 each. But in CEX, one of them's like £3, and the other one's like £1.50, I think, something like that. So I kind of overpaid on that by 3 times, or say like double. I could have paid CEX a £5 for those two, not £10 like I did earlier. Right, so I can't remember which came from what. One stall had the Pirates of the Caribbean little thing there, 50p, and Call of Duty pins for 50p. No, I have had something like that before, but I don't know what I did with them. I think it's got something else in there, like a manual or something, but I can't get it out. It might be where the game might go, but I don't know. Oh, it's just a fold thing. Yeah, it's just a fold thing. So it must have come out like the collection thing. So yeah, that was 50p, not bad. So I think I've got something like that already. Right, game wise, I can't tell you exactly where I got what, but we all know King Kong ain't worth nothing, but I paid £10 for $12 games, I think it was. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I think it was this bundle for £12. No, actually, those two came from another store. So I can't remember, but I'll show you the games I've got anyway. If you know if any of them are kind of like rare, got any money, let me know if they're worth anything. So ESPN NHL 2K5. That one now. These are all around about £2 anyway, including the Con one, £2. Quake Revolution was £2. I think some of them don't have manuals like that one, but some of them do have manuals, like Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction. Would you believe there's 2 copies? Right, have I got 2 copies? They both got manuals anyway. I never even bother checking the discs to see what condition they were in. Don't want to completely scratched up. I don't know why I keep buying games, I tell you, man. I've got so many fucking games, it's unbelievable. You know, mine's beaten up a little bit, but not as bad as that one. 2 Crimes of New York. No manual. But the disc ain't too bad. I didn't get many games today. Hardly any, actually. That one ain't too bad. It's just got a lot of like smears on it. And that is Top Trumps Doctor Who. And then Hitman Blood Money. No manual. This one definitely has got a manual into it. It's got a weight to it. And this is Winning 11-6 International World Soccer. This one is a PC game, which I didn't even realise actually. This is Star Wars Empire at War, Forces of Corruption expansion. So this is an expansion, I think, for Star Wars. And then there's Killzone. No manual. This one I know I've got like a couple of copies of, an extra Red Faction. Complete XIV. MotoGP 2, official game of MotoGP. And that's in there with manual. Project Eden. Complete with manual. Star Wars Battlefront 2. No disc. Shrek Super Slam. No disc. Well, I knew 2 of them didn't have disc, and that must have been them 2 actually. So I think I've got these other 3 games, which are sport ones, and them 2 empty case ones for £4. So Tiger Woods Pro Tour, no game, but these 2 should have games in it. Pro Evolution Soccer, International Golf, but no manual on that one. Most of these are come from like cash converters. And I know cash converters don't really do PlayStation 2 games anymore. So that's all the PlayStation 2 games I've picked up today. There is some Nintendo DS games I picked up as well. 6 of them. Alright, so Mahjong Mysteries. I do like to play Mahjong sometimes. So that means I might dig out my Nintendo. Mystery Stories, complete with manual. trumps horror and predators. Complete manual. Mystery case files. Million Hair, H-E-I-R. Complete with manual. Sherlock Holmes, DS, The Mystery of the Mummy. Complete. And then the last one is Tropical Lost Island. A bit like a puzzle game. And that is complete as well. And the last two games were PlayStation 4 games. She wanted £2 each for them. So, well, why not? So that was Call of Duty World War II, which I've already got anyway. And the other one, I don't think I have got this one, but it's Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I don't think I've got that one. So that one I will keep. And that is everything I picked up today. So, there we go. Now I might go over to Croydon later and see what I can pick up there. I've got a £20 voucher from one of the gaming shops up there. So I want to go and cash that in to get some more games. I want to get some Switch games today. There was a guy at the computer show, an Asian guy who usually goes to the car boot fair. And I said I was after some loose Switch games, and he goes, "I've got loads." I said, "Bring them, and I'll have them. You know, I'll have a look, see what you got." "Yeah, okay, I'll bring them." He never turned up. And the guy I bought the other Switch from, the actual Switch console from, the one which was this one, but not with these Joy-Cons, but with the original Joy-Cons, which has stick drift on. He wasn't there. So he was. I might have asked him how much that, just the screen is, the tablet, and I might have bought another tablet. But I know he had some like of the original Switch consoles there. When I bought the Switch, when I originally bought this Switch, he had some of the original Switches, like the Switch ones, but he wasn't there today either. And I was hoping he was, because then if he had the Switch one, I would have most probably bought one of those off him. I think he was asking like £60 each for them, so I might have bought one of them off him if he was there. And if he had some spare Joy-Cons, I might have bought some spare Joy-Cons off him, but he wasn't there to say. So he might be there next week, I don't know. Next car boot is over. Well, I won't say with the car boot fairs I go to. There's enough fucking competition over there at the two that I go to as it is. I went to one store, right, where I used to get a load of stuff, and I stopped going there because it gets a bit pricey. I said to him, "You got any games?" He goes, "Yeah, I've got a couple." I said, "Well, can I have a look at them when you get to them?" He goes, "Yeah." So he's pulling out all these boxes, and there's a Asian kid, like big fucking afro, and the guy dropped one on the floor, and the guy goes, the guy with the big afro goes, "Oh, look, you dropped a game, could I have a look at it?" I said, "Well, I've actually asked for all the games." He goes, "Well, like tough, like he kind of like went to take it, I went to take it, and like both of us had fucking hands on it, and the front cover was missing, but he had the back and the game in it. I said, look, I asked for the game. He goes, well, tough, like, fucking are you, and like left, right, and centre between each other, you know, kind of thing. And the guy who I asked for the games, he goes, well, you know, he asked for it. I said, yeah, but I asked for any game. I said, it doesn't matter if it's in the box or it's on the fucking floor. He goes, yeah, but it was on the floor and he asked for it. I said, you know what, fuck it, take it, go on. I don't think he even paid for it, to be honest with you. I think he put it in his fucking like bag and walked off with it. Then I saw him at another store, and I said to this guy who's really expensive on his games, he had like 40 games. He had one there which was kind of a little bit of a heavier hitter. Arma or whatever it's called, I can't remember. It's like an Asian fucking fighting game. Trading like £10. And before I saw the games, I saw a Wii U box, and I said, can I look at the Wii U? He goes, oh, that guy, you know, give it to that guy. I said, what? I just asked for it. He goes, yeah, but he's always getting stuff off me. I said, you can't keep doing business like that. You know, fuck's sake, man. You know, if someone sees it before someone else sees it, then that person who sees it should be entitled to, like, take first dibs at it. Yeah, but he's always buying stuff off me. You fucking arsehole. So I walked off, and I went back later, and he had a bag of games, all common. There's only 3 games in there, which I might have got probably about 15 to 16 pound in trading voucher if I was to join him in. And that one of them was like, you know, that Arma or whatever it's called, you know, PlayStation 2 game, Asian fighting game, you know, kind of thing. £10 trading. There's no game for £6 trading, and then like another game for like £3 trading. And he had like a bag of games there, and he wanted £40 for them. Now, as I was going through them, like 5 of them had no games in them, no discs, just a box. A couple had the manual, some didn't have the manual, but most of them was like all fucking common games, like, you know, sport games, Call of Duty, shit games, you know. But most were like sing it, you know, Sing Star and all that kind of crap. And I said, you know what, if you don't want to sell me them 3 games, then sod you. And like, you know, I threw them back in the bag and I walked off. And about half an hour later, I went back. I said, you going to sell me them games? He goes, no. He goes, I said, well, you ain't sold him yet, have you? He goes, well, it don't matter if I don't sell them today. I've got a guy who'll buy them off me tomorrow. So, well, good luck to you, mate. Some of these sellers, again, right, fucking, like, you know, pain in the arse to deal with, you know, like, you take money with you, you're willing to spend a bit of money, but there's other people who tend to jump in front of you and don't give you the option or the chance to even get any stuff, you know. Most of these are just like common games. The only, like, Hitman Blood Money, Project Eden, maybe the NHL 2K5 might have a little bit of value to it, but I know the rest ain't. No, even the Star Wars and Shrek probably ain't got nothing. Even the Doctor Who ain't got no value to it. I think Doctor Who goes for £2 trading. So I might not bother going to any more car boot fairs. I'll probably go to the one on Sunday, because there is a guy who has a lot of games there, and he usually, like, you know, is fair. If people come along and buy them, you know, he buys them. He won't put on buy for anyone else, you know, but, you know, sometimes I've asked him, I said, well, you know, if you get any games, you can put on buy for me, and like, I'll have a look on them when you get them. Now, when I bought a load of him last time, they were all mostly common stuff, you know, kind of thing. I think I've got like 25 games for a tenner. And I said, you got any more? Because yeah, I think I've got more, but it'd be more tools and everything next week. I said, well, if you got any, bring them, and I'll have a look at them. But the day you're supposed to bring it, the car boot fair was shut down because of the weather. So I'm hoping that you might have them this week. But if you haven't, anything after this week, I'm not going to bother about going to any more car boot fairs. I just can't be bothered. My legs are hurting. I'm sweating like a roasted pig out there sometimes. I'm gasping for drinks. I've got drinks with me, but you tend to drink one bottle, and that doesn't really help you to hydrate. You sweat it out, kind of thing. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to see if any of these are worth anything. I might take much trading. I don't know yet. But yeah, Sunday's the next one, and it probably might be the last one I'll go to. Try to keep my money now and buy Switch stuff instead of all this crappy shit. Alright, catch you all later. Don't forget, give us a like, share, subscribe if you've not already done so, and I'll catch you later. I might do a stream tonight. Hunt the Corner Wild, depends. So I only got an hour's sleep last night. I couldn't sleep properly. I don't know why. Car boot days the night before can never seem to sleep. It's just weird. But I had an hour, and I was thinking I'll come home, have a coffee, do a quick video. Might go have a couple of hours sleep. I might go to Croydon today. If I'm too tired, then I might go tomorrow. But I'll see how I feel later on. Right, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.